What's your secret? It's funny how on all those rearview mirrors, they have that warning that objects may be closer than they appear. And you don't think much about what that could mean other than, hey, somebody might be ready to hit my car, and I think I still have so much room. But this last weekend, I was gifted with tickets to go see PostSecret live, and I got to have a very surreal experience. I've been following PostSecret since 2004, and every Sunday I would log in and see secrets that, you know, people have released out into the world. And there are times where I would actually stay up until midnight and wait for those secrets to post and be upset when the founder, Frank Warren, would run a little late on his schedule and all that stuff. But either way, they were part of my routine, and it was during a very tumultuous time in my early 20s where everything seemed so out of control. So I found a lot of reassurance in almost the repetition of secrets. It seemed like the majority of people submitting had the same 20 secrets told in different ways. So then it became about looking at the different kinds of art that came from being restricted to 3.5 inches by 5 inches, a standard postcard size, how artistically people could tell the same secrets. It was all, all those secrets were fears and confessions and relatable stresses. And it made everybody seem so much safer. And it was while I was going out into the world and really becoming my own person for the first time. It made the world a safer place because I knew no matter what people were hiding, it probably fell within one of those 20 same secrets. I'm in love with somebody and can't tell them. Or I pee in the shower. They said that was the most commonly sent in secret. And, a lot of people had some really dark secrets. And those were secrets I shared at the time too. And it's gotten better and I've grown out of that stuff. So I was expecting a bit of a tear fest when I went to PostSecret, but what I wasn't expecting was the time travel. The very first secret they showed on the big screen when we were sitting in the theater was one that I remember exactly what I was wearing, what my room smelled like, what position my computer was in the corner of my bedroom. Everything about that house, everything about the day, everything about what was going on in my mind the first time I saw that secret. And the second I saw it on the big screen, I just started crying. What a way to start the show. Just cry through the whole thing. And it has given me a real full circle experience because that secret was that I'm in love with my best friend. And in 2004, I didn't even admit it to myself, and I really was, and I still am. We are together now, and we've been together for 15 years. At the time, he was only my best friend, but now we are so much more, and our anniversary is coming up on St. Patty's Day, of all things. But it was such a full circle experience to see that up on the big screen while holding his hand, and I don't know, it just was unreal to me. It hit me right in the heart. And then there was another one. They had a series of voicemails and messages and things that people had saved from loved ones who had passed. And that's where we get to my secret. When you lose somebody that matters to you, you hold on to every little bit of them that you can, and you hold on to them for as long as you can, and someday you lose even that if you're, not super careful. And my secret is that I lost my grandma on my mom's side about 5 years ago. And she was this strong, powerful, just brilliant woman. And I think everybody who knew her knew that about her. But if you just passed her on the street, you just think, oh, what a cute little old lady. But I mean, this woman was self-made. She was just so confident. She was so brilliant. I could talk to her about any subject and she'd blow me out of the water with everything she knew. She was educated, she was world traveled, she was, You know, she was just so powerful woman. And after we lost her, and growing up, every year for my birthday, she would send the most beautiful card. It was always some kind of handmade something, you know, pressed flowers or tiny, tiny cut papers before every housewife had a Cricut machine. She just sent the most beautiful birthday cards with a lovely message in them and everything. And for 5 years now, on my birthday, I can't even check the mail for myself because I expect or hope to find some lost card somebody found in her things that they decided to go ahead and mail on the date that she put on it. She was so organized and so thoughtful that for some reason, even after she passed, I didn't think the cards would stop. And I didn't have an easy childhood, and nothing was predictable. But that one thing was such a sure thing, like her sending that card that I love you, that I'm thinking about you, that you're important enough to me to remember to do this. That was, I didn't know how much of my foundation kind of centered around that. The people that I didn't live with every day, that were my rock and were so dependable to me, that it's now to the point I have to send the kids to check the mail on my birthday because I can't handle the lack of the card being there. And that's my thing. I'm otherwise known as a really strong, badass bitch. But on my birthday, checking the mail makes me cry. That was my big takeaway from the weekend. Life coming full circle and realizing that I was holding on to something maybe a little tighter than I need to. That's all I've got for now. I didn't mean to leave you guys hanging last week. I had a friend who needed some medical attention and I wanted to be there for her, so my week got kind of shuffled. But I will be back at it. Yeah, I got some live shows to review for you too. Talk to you later. Cheers.